Hello, my dear friends. I today am in a very different environment than usual. I'm just gonna put my earphones on here just in case the microphone needs improving. So, first of all, welcome to our monthly Just Breathe Live. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me so that we can breathe together and enjoy this moment. And let me jump into, okay, where am I? I'm sitting in a garden, as you can see. Let's see. Okay. Please let me know. Give me a thumbs up if the microphone working good, if you can hear me properly, and if it has improved now with the earphone microphone. Please just let me know. Hi, thank you, Matea. Thank you very much. Right, so hello. Hello, everyone. So I am sitting in a garden space in Cascais, near Lisbon, very unexpectedly, because a very dear friend of mine, Harbin Aurora, the chairperson of Women Economic Forum, and some of you might know that I organized this event a few years ago. So she came to Portugal. I wasn't expecting that. And so all of a sudden I said, yes, I'll go and I'll do my Just Breathe live somewhere, somewhere, wherever I am. And believe it or not, it's turned out to be a really nice environment, hasn't it? Beautiful space. And can you hear the birds? Yeah, I can hear them, but I'm just asking, can you hear them? Is it coming through my microphone? Ah, there you are. So today we get to breathe together with this symphony, with this orchestra of nature in the city. And as I've already shared with you before, the Just Breathe lives don't have a predefined theme. And sometimes the theme comes to me before, and most of the times the theme just happens. And that's what's happening today. I find that the more I am available to whatever is present right now, the more life becomes unplanned. And now here, I thought some years ago that my life was already very unplanned. But I've come to realize that unplanned comes in increments. So um, it becomes a little bit hard to live the normal kind of commitments, because if we have too many commitments in our calendar, it's hard to move them and to embrace whatever new moment is present for us. So I realize why it was so essential for me, in my particular case, to move beyond having a job with a regular timetable. Because the fact that I don't have a job with a regular timetable gives me the freedom to be able to embrace so many unexpected opportunities. So, and all of them are related to love, really. these unexpected opportunities, just like today, this opportunity and this moment to connect with these dearly beloved ones that I haven't seen since the beginning of the pandemic happened out of the blue. But I had to say yes to it and come. This has happened also when I'm back at home. All of a sudden, a friend that I haven't seen for a while shows up, sends me a message, whatever. Hey, I'm around town. Where are you? Could we meet up? And if I have too much stuff on my schedule, it will be hard to, for instance, in that moment, make space. But because my life is very flexible, it becomes much easier to make space for these moments where we can share love with each other. So, in this Just Breathe Live, I will theme it around sharing love. So, that will be my theme for today. Hello, Joanna. Hello, Doris. And sharing love, it comes in many different colors. Sometimes sharing love is just about being honest, just about not being afraid to say something you sense or feel should be said, and that you know it's going to be understood and received with the same love you're sharing it. Sharing love is being able to have enough of your own time and space to nurture love for you inside of your own life, in your own precious company, that then it can be shared with others as well without expecting absolutely anything, just because. Sharing love is about communing with nature, with whichever place you are at, finding that thread, because it exists everywhere. The thread of love, it exists everywhere, in everything, in everyone. But it is up to us to tune in to that thread. So, as you know, here on Earth, there are many other threads playing at the same time. Just like on Spotify, there are so many different playlists one can create. Hello, um, Magic Breath, Magic Breath Yasha. Hello. So, just like on Spotify, where you can create an infinite number of playlists, here on Earth, we can create also an infinite number of playlists. And once you start tuning in to that channel that is geared towards love, then you can put in all of the tunes related to that into your playlist. And a funny thing happens: the more tunes you add to your love playlist, the more unexpected um, it becomes, meaning that love starts coming from the most unexpected places, and sometimes even from places that seem to be totally the opposite. Hello, dear Barbara. But if you keep on that channel, if you stay on that same channel, on that same playlist, it's guaranteed, you can be sure that wherever you go, that channel, because it's already playing the tune before you get wherever you're going, it will open up a space that will bring you towards the people, the experiences, the moments that are loving. But for that to happen, your playlist has to contain a lot of self-care, a lot of self-respect, a lot of integrity, a lot of time and space for your own inner explorations, for your own silence, for your own rebalancing within this world that requires us to be so aware. Because if you want to keep the playlist of love always playing, awareness is essential. It's very easy to get sidetracked into another lane because there are so many different playlists. So the fear playlist, for instance, which is really loud, sometimes tries to get in the way of your much more quieter love playlist. But it's interesting because though the fear playlist is super noisy, like it makes itself known and heard, and the love playlist is unobtrusive, it does not impose itself. The power that it has as it comes without imposing, in complete freedom, the power of that is so big that many times it manages to completely implode the fear playlists around you. So, this goes to also say that when we are tapping into our essence, one of the things that people fear the most, and the more you really tap into it and stay in it, is the silence, the quietness, the gentleness. It's so smooth, so simple. And this is what I find with all of the people I interact with through my work, and not only that, that this is what I find is usually then sidestepped because it just seems either too simple, too good to be true, too natural, too effortless. And then one may tend to try and create noise, to create distractions, to create something more familiar. Because until you really become familiar with this love playlist, with this quietness of your essence, until it becomes familiar, it is new, it is strange, it is different. So, if you find yourself having a bit of a challenge as you are falling into your essence and really feeling that such fulfilling silence and peace, and there in that moment You don't really have any judgments about others or anything. You're just there in that. And it just seems so unfamiliar that you then try and get busy with something else. If you realize that, if you are aware of that, you have the opportunity and the choice to, in that very moment, stop, step back, and allow more of that silence. Because this is just like riding a bike. Until you have ridden it enough, you will be wobbly. It will be unfamiliar. And then, once you have ridden the bike of love, which is the bike of your essence, for long enough, then that becomes the familiar thing. And the other kind of familiar disappears and becomes completely uninteresting. So, this is my very simple sharing for today, because I know that many of you are in this space of, wow, this is it. This is it. This is my essence. This is everything I've ever dreamt of. And yet, it is so quiet that the tendency to just temporarily go and get busy with another playlist shows up. Be aware of that. Be aware and be conscious that it is your choice to be made. You can make that choice. Until being in this that you've always dreamt about and that you have now really fell into will become the norm, the natural thing, the familiar space. The world is so busy, and we have learned that so well, that it seems to be second nature for us to somehow get busy. But it is in this deep, profound silence that all of the creative genius is born, and that your uniqueness can splash out into the world and provide you with the radiance of itself, and in the meantime can provide everyone else also with that radiance. So yes, through busyness you can achieve a lot, but what you can achieve through allowing this profound, loving silence of your essence is so much more. It's more consistent. It's more trustworthy. It's more resilient, even. It's more of everything. except effort and complication. It's not more of that. So I invite you to breathe with me for a short while within this allowing. Allowing of that which you have tapped into and which you like to stay in, but which maybe sometimes you still tend to get out of sheer habit. So I invite you to close your eyes. Breathe deeply and softly through your nose. Allowing yourself to just, in this clear, beautiful moment, to just surrender to that which you really want, to that which you have really chosen for yourself. The playlist of love that your essence sings to you in each breath. Allow any kind of resistance to melt away as you breathe. So that the new perspectives, the new awarenesses, the new opportunities can be visible to you. Like an innocent child exploring a whole new world with a whole new set of opportunities, discoveries, beauties. With no preconceived ideas about how it is, with no ready-made aims or expectations. Nothing beyond just allowing a playlist of love to pave your way. one breath at a time, adjusting your course along the journey with absolute gentleness towards yourself. It's okay to get distracted. Once you realize it, just come back to where you want to be. Be patient. You have been practicing other playlists for so long. Why would you expect the playlist of love to become the only one you tune into all of a sudden? Breathe yourself into it. Ease your way into it, moment to moment. Very naturally, very simply. Really allow it. Don't question it, allow it. Question everything else. Not to understand, but to say, is this what I want? If the answer is clearly no, adjust. Breathe your way into where you choose to be. If you're going through a challenging moment, whenever you are going through a challenging moment, it's not that you've done anything wrong. Just tune into this playlist of love. Breathe your way into it. And allow the wisdom coming from there to guide you through the challenge. Do receive, dear one. Do receive. Your precious self. It's not someone else, it's you. Dearly beloved, radiant one. It's you. It's your playlist. It's your choice. So today, I invite you, if you'd like to stay and breathe on, just fine-tuning your tracks on your love playlist. You're most welcome. Today I'm making this session a bit shorter so that I can go and live the rest of my love tunes for the day. And I just like to remind you that the Be Beyond Illusion workshop that happens 5 times a year, this is the second one. It's a personalized, very profound experience of clarity. It's happening next Sunday, 2:30. If you'd like to know more about it, on my website, InPassion Creations tab, you will find it. And also that I've created the InPassion Treasure Chest. You'll find it on my main page or also on InPassion Creations. It contains the personalized enlightening stories, the miracle virtual room, the compassionate breath monthly jewels, and more. So you can find out about all of these new things on my website in Passion Creations tab or on the main page. If you click on services, also my books. And I'd like to remind you that Ultimate Freedom, our signature experience, is coming up in June 18th to 22nd. It is a collaboration between 4 beautiful goddesses, me, Joanna, Serena, Faith Masterson, and Alexis Sersha. And that will be all for today. Thank you very much, Tiasha. Please, all of you, please really allow this that you have chosen to be your playlist all the time. It is so bountiful and real. It is your life. Thank you, Matea. Like wings of a butterfly. Yeah, I feel like that. Yeah. That is the true power of love, like the wings of the butterfly. A huge warm hug. So much love to all of you. Thank you for being here with me, for playing this beautiful moment together in our breath. Goodbye.